You see it. Well, it sounds concerning, right? Thousands of Amazon workers reportedly going on strike just days away from Christmas. Well, especially if you have those right last-minute gifts or packages coming, you want to make sure they get there. But these workers may not be fighting against the correct company for what they want. And so tonight we're going to break it down into 3 things that you need to know. Let's go through it. Thing 1, here, what happened? Well, today union workers at Amazon facilities in New York, Illinois, California, also parts of Atlanta, walked off the job. Teamsters says Amazon was unwilling to negotiate better pay and wages for certain workers. In a statement posted on social media, it reads, "If your package is delayed during the holidays, you can blame Amazon's insatiable greed."
We want reasonable benefits. We want to be able to have sick pay without being fired.
We're fighting for vacation time, better safety.
This is a video released by the Teamsters ahead of the strike this morning where workers laid out what they wanted here. So thing 2, who are the parties at play? Well, Amazon says there's a reason it's not negotiating with the Teamsters on this matter. It says the Teamsters do not represent anyone on the Amazon payroll beyond one group of workers on Staten Island, New York. Amazon says the delivery drivers on strike aren't actually company employees. Instead, those drivers work for third-party businesses called delivery service partners who drop off millions of packages to customers every day. These partners are independent delivery organizations that help Amazon deliver packages. In fact, directly on Amazon's hiring website, it says DSP delivery drivers are employed by individual DSPs, not Amazon. Teamsters claims these contracted drivers are considered joint employees, but Amazon says otherwise in the matter. So finally, thing 3, and maybe most importantly for many of you, will this impact your holiday? That's what you want to know. Amazon says no, it will not. The total number of workers on strike accounts for less than 1% of the company's workforce in the U.S. Amazon says your shipments will not be impacted, and it accuses the Teamsters of trying to intimidate other workers into striking. The Teamsters deny those allegations, but did not specify how long this strike would last. Either way, Amazon again says you should not feel any impact. Coming up next here on Your Side Tonight.